Here we go. Green flag. David Dunn out to your early race lead. Safely through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, we got a little Anthony Simsick and a little squirrely in that 122. We got 3, 4, 5 wide going through 1 and 2.
They're just driving off the backstretch, that's all.
It's still a little greasy. I tell you, I think my favorite is that quad 3, that Saab. It's just bizarre to me.
Seeing a Saab with all these cars is just different.
I know. I mean, you got late model cars, 70s, 80s, and then what looks to be about a early 2000s Saab.
And we're already hitting lap traffic. They're 3, 4 wide over here in 4.
149, Dyson through traffic.
Oh, contact.
Oh, the 77, little squirrely in the front straightaway. There's a delicate balance here. You want to go fast, but you don't want to go so fast
that you run over the guy in front of you.
Exactly. But you don't want to go slow and be in the way.
Or you get ran over.
Or you get ran over. So there's a balance. You don't want to go.
41's off the backstretch over there. That's Frank Lackey. He's way off.
He's way, yeah.
Oh, you got one in the infield over there.
Oh, got contact.
Oh, they're 22.
Simsick's around.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're stacked up.
Oh, yeah. There's the block.
So the top line in 1 and 2 is blocked. Flagman's contemplating.
I can't tell if we're still green or not.
We are still green. Oh, we got the red flag.
There it is.
So everyone is supposed to stop in a red flag. Now
yeah, some of them haven't got the memo just yet.
Oh yeah,
they're going to be wrecking back here on the backstretch.
Oh yeah. So our light out in there in turn 3 might be in the sun as well. So green flag. Got the 8B of Mitzi.
F1 sitting on the top of 3 over here, not fired.
Oh. Looks like Mitzi in that 8B. She's stopped on the front straight.
Got hit by the 003.
Got a little bit of rear end damage.
So now there are 3 obstacles on the track because Simsick's sitting at the top of 2 now.
So they're going, and they got obstacles in the way now.
Well, they usually try to get a push truck to kind of push the cars out of the way the best they can. It looks like they're going to employ the push truck here to try to at least get some of these cars out. Whoa, almost a big wreck here on the front stretch.
Yeah, because the racers have to avoid the wreckers as well.
Yes. What they'll do is they'll start at the bottom and just kind of work their way up to the top so they're not cutting across all this traffic.
It is pure pandemonium out there.
That's what this is pandemonium right now.
So we got Simsick in a 122. We got the F1. That's Brad Dixon.
We got looks like the rear end's locked up on that A because that rear tire is not moving at all.
It is not.
But she's off the track, and that's one obstacle down.
Exactly. 2 more to go.
Some of these guys really getting after it here early. 34 is missing a quarter panel.
Man, they haven't raced in what, about 3 months, 3-4 months?
Depends where you go.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Well, that 50 car back there is getting too.
Got Jamie Songer.
That's not the way you want to face in one of these races.
Yeah, you definitely, that 7G is flirting with disaster.
And there is nowhere to turn around at this point.
Oh, boy. This is not good, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to have a head-on collision. Red flag. Whoa, her up, guys. Whoa it up.
Get him woed up.
So red flag is out. The 7G, he's facing the wrong way. Green flag.
Get going again.
Green girl. Green flag. See, I got to work on that.
Just a big gaggle of cars in 1 and 2.
It's like the start of the race. Everybody's I can't even talk. I'm out of shape vocally, I think.
The main thing is survive the first 100 laps.
Yes, because attrition will play a factor. Guys losing wheels.
The later the race gets, the more track you have to work with. There's not near as many cars on it.
Exactly. It looks like the 777 of James Honish. Something happened to his race truck. He's in the infield. Howard Willis, that 23. Strong competitor. As I mentioned, the 52 AJ Dancer.
Little Sam's not doing too bad back there on the backstretch.
149 is always a strong competitor. The 84, that's Tom Lorenz. I mean, that's a race-ready limited modified. He races at the Devil's Bowl.
Yes.
And he's out here putting laps in an enduro. I mean, we got legit raceable cars, and then we got purpose-built enduro cars.
I mean, you look at Howard Willis, it looks like he's got 4 or 5 different panels on his car.
Yeah. Hey, I need some sheet metal. Hey, well, we got some old body panels on my, shop wall. Let's just bolt them up.
Honish got his truck going again. He's back. He's made it back out in the race.
Maybe something with ignition.
Oh, Warren sideways over here down into the infield. Don't know what happened there.
We got a smoker, Garrett Rawls. I had talked to him a little bit earlier today, last night at practice. That smoke could be attributed to a leaky valve cover.
Well, sounded like they spritz more silicone on it.
Oh, yeah. And he was having some issues with his water pump. So there's no telling, but you know what? He's going to run that thing till it blows up. It's like it might be letting go. But yeah, that causes a little bit of visibility issues.
I think right now it's fine, but just as long as it doesn't get worse, everything should be fine as far as visibility goes.
But then you also got these guys with them big rear wings and spoilers and
Ronnie Bell.
Yeah, Ronnie Bell. Woo! Bissonette in that 200. Oh, we got trouble.
We got a pile up in one.
Yeah, looks like Travis Norman in that 3X. The 158, Richie Robbins.
And we're still racing. Track's not blocked.
Nope.
Just use caution.
And
Guyton.
the 68. Yes. Mr. James Guyton. Actually, the 68 is Shannon Bowler.
Oh.
Huh.
And now,
same number, everything. All right, we got a red flag. Red flag, red flag. Green flag. On the bars, on the gas. We're green flag racing.
Simsick didn't get going. Now he's going.
Got that 2-car, Brandon Hall. That's another one of them Howard Willis looking cars with the big old wings at the top.
Man, load all the scorecards that just went up.
We are officially at the 25 lap mark. Coming out of 4, we got 4 wide.
That's only 3 wide, about, I don't know, 5 rows deep.
Yeah. These enduros, I tell you, that's like restrictor plate racing, you know, and NASCAR. 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. Looks, what car is that? The 8?
I don't know, but they're facing the wrong way on pit entrance over there. Look like they got it moving.
Yeah. Let's see. Is it the 8 or the 81? Not the Ryan. That's Ryan Childress is a modified.
Beating and banging over here at the bottom of 3 and 4.
So I was told by Mark Warren, you know, the
got problems on the backstretch. 22 car pulling off.
Mark Warren, you know, when I raced my first enduro, he said, you want to stay on the tires. I said, why is that? He said, well, you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
If you're up at the top, you don't really have anywhere to go.
You're just there.
So if there's trouble with you hugging them tires,
contact the 84 and the 55 here.
It kind of gives you an out. And you know what? I gotta tend to believe him, because I tell you, he's a veteran of these enduros.
Oh, big wreck over here in turn 3. Got about 3 cars that were involved in it.
Shannon Bowler, and we got I believe Jeremy Oliver, got a 281 of Chase Allen, the 701 of, looking at my trusty lineup,
701 gets it down into the infield, so 2 car pulling off the back stretch now as well.
David Golden, that 701. You know, Eric and I know a very, very famous guy, Henry Witt Jr., driver of a 701. Looking very, very familiar. And them numbers.
The field's starting to thin out just a little bit here. Chase Allen to the infield now.
Looks like he got a broke shock, among other things.
It's 200 laps of mayhem. Like is that the Allstate commercial? Those all lost their nose piece. The Saab has lost its nose. And it's just getting completely tore up over here in 4.
Disintegrated. And that, you can run it over and get a flat?
Nah, not on that.
I mean, hey, you never know. You get a flat, you know, you run over somebody's, you know, front end piece, knock a hole in the oil pan. You just never know with these things. The 996 and Jamie Songer getting back on the track.
Three, 4 wide off 4 down the front stretch with the Saab in the middle of it.
That's my favorite car out here, I tell you. Looks like the 02 is pulling off. Oh, 62?
I think that was Andy Beckman, that's who it was.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Racing all over the track. Mainly here on the front stretch with the big gaggle of cars once again. Looks like the 09s are going to be pulling back out on the track now.
That's Brenda Edwards. Miss Brenda Edwards. She's getting back into racing after, I believe she said, 20 years.
I believe she was racing when I was in diapers.
Yeah. She's been doing it a long time.
track really starting to dry out now.
If you do have protective eyewear, please start wearing it if you don't want to get dust in your eyes. Looks like the 281 at Chase Allen, he's done. Looks like the 701, David Golden, he's done.
'77, is that Busby?
Yes, it is.
He won the very first Super Saturday 200 a couple years ago.
Beckman coming back out.
Heather riding around with her beard and mustache in the 200 car driven by Bissonette over in turn 2. God, they're about 4 or 5 wide over here. Turn 4 on the front stretch now.
Holy cow. Look like Nick Prim in that 17.
That's not the group you want to be in.
No. No, no, no. Brandon Hood, he riding with him. Oh, got trouble.
Oh, hit the big tractor tire.
Tractor trailer tire.
That could be an obstacle and a half.
That's Kevin Rogers' favorite tire right there.
Looks like we're going to stay green.
Boy, there's oh man, off of 4.
I don't know how they made that work. Do you think Joe will go out there and roll the tire back in place?
Oh man, probably not. But as I was saying before, the 68 took out that tractor tire. You know, 1B, Brandon Hood, he loves that high side. He'll run that high side. You got Mark Warren in the 29W. He's on the low side. These guys tend to just stay in those comfortable spots.
Still a huge gaggle of cars here on the front stretch. You kind of want to be where Songer and Mart Wampler are at right now. Kind of a lot of open track.
I mean, they're still going pretty quick, but you know what? There's open track.
Dancer moves up to the very top over here in 3 and 4, trying to get around.
Got the 27 coming back out onto the track.
Coming out to enjoy the mayhem and the madness. That is the Super Saturday 200.
I tell you. Oh, Travis Norman going high.
He's testing out the
rim
new
ride.
berm.
I call that the Cade Fabian line. You got that right rear over the berm.
Yeah, well, he had all 4 tires over the berm, unfortunately.
Cade Fabian, grandson of Mike Hathcock. He ran street stocks last year. My fondest memory is, definitely above the berm. Rooster telling.
More boards going up. Oh, Preem goes around in front of the whole gaggle of cars. And another one spins.
Back it up.
He quickly put it in reverse and got the heck out of a dodge.
We got pieces and parts flying out of 4, getting hit by cars.
21 just hit the wall, turning it back around, and now stuck. So we got the 21 at the top of turn 4, and we got the big tire at the bottom of turn 1 right now, kind of as obstacles.
There was a piece of debris that started in turn 4, and through the course of a couple laps was smacked all the way down the front straightaway, and now is in the middle of 1 and 2.
The 482's got a problem. He's sitting at the top of 4 now.
That is
Garrett Rawls.
Garrett Rawls, yep. Maybe his motor let go. I'm not quite sure.
See if we can get the push truck out there, maybe. I remember Brad Dixon telling us at the 600 the one year I went and ran it. He said, there's going to be a push truck out there. It's going to have lights. Please do not hit my push truck.
Don't pull a Juan Pablo Montoya.
No. Crash and burn.
Woo. Like Brandon Hood.
Oh, 55's around over here in turn 4. Collects the 34 and the 6.
And the 6. That's Joe Criswell. He started inside front row in that 6 car.
So now some more obstacles over here in turn 3 and 4.
So the best thing that 55 can do is back up to the infield.
Yeah.
If he can do it.
Yeah, once you get facing the wrong way in one of these races, it's almost impossible to get turned around.
Yeah, there's no way. He needs to back her up and hope he don't get T-boned.
There he goes. He got it.
There you go. And that's why I don't do these things. Because I'd be the obstacle.
At 200 laps goes by in a snap. You never know it.
Right.
So far, the carnage has seemed to have been pretty light as far as damaged vehicles go.
Right. Yeah, there's a few cars out of the race. I think they're waiting on a red to get towed to the pit area, so maybe they can get worked on. You know, the 68, he might be done. I
think that one's done.
And I think Mitzi's done in the 8B. Chase Elliott, I mean, might just be a shock. He could change the shock out, but you know, he's too busy right there with.
Mark Warren just pulled into the pit as well.
Really? Huh. You don't see that too often, Mark Warren pulling off.
No, not at all.
Got the 050.
Yeah, he took it to the trailer. He didn't waste no time getting over there.
It's Matt Lingo, that 050, that blue, looks like Mustang. He's coming out onto the track. '84 half spin.
No doubt, longest green flag run we've had of the afternoon so far. Three and four one and two just has a big gaggle of cars once again, going 3 and 4 wide.
Yeah, they've spread out just a little bit.
Oh, the 09 of Brenda Edwards all the way across the track.
She's trouble.
Everyone keeps going, though, except the 24's facing the wrong direction over here in the infield, but we're going to keep racing.
Brenda's front end on that car she got a left front flat, but trouble. Front straightaway, we got a car upside down. Got a car upside down, front straightaway, turn 1. Red flag out.
Don Painter involved, AJ Dancer, Howard Willis, and
I mean, that's
we don't know which car is over.
That's a who. Green flag.
All right, let's go back to it.
Get back racing. Looks like Honish
stuck again. There he goes.
I looked down in there, and Honish is a tall guy. He's a pretty tall. He's about 6'2", 6'3". When you look in there, it looks like he's driving a go-kart. Like his knees are on the dash. I'm like, good Lord, you couldn't have got a bigger car.
The 50 just went off the back stretch off turn 3 and made it to the pit entry over there. Kind of looked like a rough ride when I saw it.
Looks like the 16F got his left rear. I think it was the left rear. Might have been right rear. Right rear fixed. Got him some air up in that tire. He'll be joining the field here soon.
Brenda Edwards with the front alignment completely out of whack is going to give it a go.
Gonna make it a little hard to control that with it towed out like a mile.
It definitely will not be easy.
No. It's gonna be
Oh, yeah.
shoving the nose.
That's something like that.
Yeah. You got her left front facing to the left, and you got her right front
Facing right.
It's not going to work. It's not going to turn very well.
It's not going to have any straightaway speed either. It's going to be dragging really bad.
Oh, man. But you know what? She hasn't done this in about 20 years, and she making laps.
3 wide over on the backstretch. The problem with the 74, it looks like he's going to possibly pull it down into the pit entry.
Brandon Hood racing with James Honish and Tom Lorenz going down into one.
Oh, 9 car a little sideways over there too, but gets it collected, makes no contact with anyone, keeps going.
Looks like the 50W is coming back out onto the track.
I think that 50 car got, I believe it was second at the first Super Saturday 200 back in 2015.
Oh, 9 cars around in the infield. Gets it pointed in the right direction.
Gets it going.
Gets it going. Getting fired back up.
That 77 car working off turn 4, making some moves, dicing through traffic.
A 149, that's Paul White, I believe.
I thought they checked it in as someone else, but
Well, I know that
whose car it is.
I know the car belongs to Mr. Robbins, but I know Paul White drove it.
I'm interested to see the right rear on it after this one, because this track's going to start taking rubber here pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a gaggle over here in turn 2 with the 911. Hey, it looks like Bissonette and Magaha found each other.
Yeah. It's kind of thinning out a little bit out on the track. Everyone has their own line. Not a lot of congestion.
Jeremy Oliver with his Super Nationals 32 flag.
I mean, the point is to be seen,
Yes.
so your scorer can see you. Oh, Songer around, facing the wrong way.
Yeah, you don't want to face that direction. Oh, the 7 kind of woed up. No harm, no foul. They keep going.
Yep, no harm, no foul.
See more boards flying up. That 84, Tom Lorenz just staying around the tires, just hanging out. About to pass the other 84.
Looky. Don Painter making his way out back onto the track. Look at Howard Willis's left front.
Oh, that's possibly a ball joint or a spindle broke on that car, maybe even a tie rod, the way that left front looked.
That is not good. But if anybody can get their car back together, Howard Willis can. But yeah, some of these guys have them roof numbers, flags, just so it's easy to spot for your spotter can see
Wings.
you and score you.
Big giant sprint car wings.
Because if you don't stick out in the crowd of all these vehicles, it's gonna be hard to keep track.
Yes, sir.
So lap 180, you're tired. You've been sitting for 3 hours.
You have no clue what lap you're on in that car. You just keep going.
Oh, trouble!
Oh, even more trouble. Still going. Track not completely blocked. The 7G gets going again.
Pandemonium in 1 and 2.
That was a pretty hard lick. 95 getting it going with the cone on top. Old Lightning McQueen.
We also got the 88. I believe that is Mr. Blackwood.
'95 gets it going again. Don Painter spins out over here in turn 2. Luckily, no one was around.
Yes, that is Mr. Jeff Blackwood in the bottom of 1 and 2.
Track starting to turn that black color.
Slick, slicky, slick. Josh, dry slick. And that 911. Looks like we got two 113s. Thankfully, they don't look the same. Makes it a little bit easier.
'88 finally got the car going. He's going to rejoin the race. 76 a little sideways off too. Almost collected the 21 of Brown there.
It's like Casey Fielding in that 19. He's slow, top of the track, going down the back straightaway.
If you can survive an enduro without any damage, you've probably either were in the pits real early or you had a really good race.
Yes. Choosing the right line is imperative in one of these things.
Wampler's radiator's in there crooked, missing half the front of the car.
You know, I really wish Andy Roller was here with his Dirty Bird, but you know.
Now what can you do?
Yeah. That car's just as ugly as AJ Dancer's. I tell you, it works just as good. Yeah, Frank Lackey looked like he's got a factory stock. It looked like one of them Justin Whiteheads. What
Outlaw.
Outlaw. Looked like an Outlaw factory stock out there running this enduro.
Songer looks like he has an issue over here in 1. Maybe has a flat. Possibly right rear.
Right, yeah. It looks like a right rear flat.
Oh, 49 over here just about got into the 76. That was close.
Oh, we got trouble at the top of 2. Trying to see a number on that car. But he's not on the race surface, so we are still green.
I can make a problem for the pit out because people right now would have to drive over the berm to get back on the track.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, 53 high.
Way high.
Oh, that's a 55. I'm sorry. Just good, clean racing right now. Not too much action.
Ronnie Bell just looks like he's on a Sunday cruise in that car right now.
I'm telling you. Car looks like it's handling real well.
Maybe a little tight on entry, but...
Well, as it gets slicker, you kind of want a car that's a little bit tight.
Might not wear the right rear out as bad.
Oh, trouble. Simsick around.
Don Painter along with them.
See if these guys can get off the track. Looks like Simsick's refired.
Miss Net over here with Lorenz now, kind of holding them up a little bit, trying to get around through the corner.
Good racing, Brandon Hood, Bissonette, Tom Lorenz. Busby right behind them.
Someone just lost their dirt defender.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
It is. That's not a dirt defender. That crushed
that's metal.
that thing will crush like an aluminum can.
I wonder if that was someone's air cleaner top.
Oh, that would be good. Oh, Painter around
again.
Songer back out on the track. Blackwood taking his car to the infield. Got a lot of action going down the front straightaway.
Oliver and Beckman, they've run against each other in IMCA Hobby Socks for a few times. Beckman getting the run off the top. You just got so many cars on the track, you can't run and hide anywhere.
Exactly. You just kind of stay your line and hope you can pass them clean.
.3X of Norman was a little slow coming by here, but looks like he's going to keep it on the track.
So in your best guess, A, what lap do you think we're on? And B, who do you think is leading?
I'm going to guess we're around 100.
Okay.
Maybe over.
Okay. Now, who do you think is leading based off of consistency? Man.
On the nose.
Eric Jones, 2 for 2 with his guesses.
I'm guessing probably, I'm going to say the 149 probably.
I don't know, but we got Tom Lorenz. He's real good right now.
007 possibly. Maybe
Corey
even Busby.
Neal?
I haven't really. Busby's car is really clean. He hasn't had any issues.
Yeah, there's.
Tom Lorenz also.
Yeah. Maybe AJ Dancer.
Possibly. I don't know if he's getting around the track as fast as some of the other guys are, but it doesn't matter about how fast you do it. Just be the first one to do it.
Exactly. Looks like Brandon Hood in a 1B. He's doing fairly well as consistency-wise. Hasn't went off the track yet. Ronnie Bell in that 95. .76K, he's off the track, taking it to the red-yellow pit area.
He's on top of the guardrail over there. Looked like he may have wiped some of the guardrail out, possibly.
Oh, the 55. Ooh, I didn't even see that. Luke 55 is hung up. That's Mark Wapple. Oh, well, the 55X.
They got the 130. They have the 113. Action all over the track. 55 trying to get out from over there. Trying his darndest.
He is hung up.
The right front's pretty well hung on top of that wall right now, though.
Don Painter off the track.
Oh, we're about to have a wreck on the front stretch. That was almost a big one with the 17 and the 41. Lackey wisely backed out of the gas, realized we still got probably another 100 laps to go.
Yeah, I know. It's a little bit of strategy involved. You definitely want to be there at the end.
I mean, the first 100, you want to be fast, but you want to be cautious also, and it's hard to balance.
Right. Because the racer in you're almost programmed to go as fast as you possibly can. But with these enduros, it kind of forces you to be smart.
You want to kind of conserve if possible, but it's kind of hard to do. Breen pulling over into the pit entry over there, that 17 car.
A good battle going into one. AJ Dancer splitting Travis Norman. And Ethan Vance in that 113.
Look like the 16 of Mike is about to pull back on the track. Ronnie Bell, James Honish over here in 3 and 4. You think Ronnie will door slam him?
Out of principle.
Just for the heck of it.
Yeah. Bump and grind. James Honish. Looks like that 22, that red and pink car, trying to get unstuck. He's been stuck top of 2 for 20 laps now.
Corey Neal and Lorenz over here running side by side. They're 3 wide, 2 deep over here off 2.
Stair stepping.
Brandon Hood holding up the pack.
Getting a shot from James Honish. Corey Neal, that's a good pack right there.
Yes.
Tom Lorenz, Corey Neal, Brandon Hood.
Busby's joined it also.
There's got a lot of 7s right there. 007, 777, 777. It's a very lucky pack.
Yeah.
Looks like Travis Norman got a left front flat. It looks like.
It looks pretty low.
It's pretty low.
Mark Wampler having an issue over here in 4. Gets it collected.
Trouble. The 9's
Whoa.
around.
Oh, more hard contact.
Takes a shot. Looks like the 37 car, 37H, I believe.
9 gets it righted. Not sure the 37's going to it. May have knocked her end out from that car.
9 car, Todd Masterson.
Can't really tell from the booth, but 37 took a pretty hard shot to that right rear.
Red flag. Brad Shirley, driver of the 00 Sport Mod. He's our flag man. Green flag. So
think like he's driving without gloves on his hands.
Oh boy. Well, I mean that's a common thing.
Yeah, but that could be cold.
I'm telling you. It's one of them common things that guys that race out in East Texas. They're kind of a little lax on the gloves and the neck restraints. I don't know. I want to be fully protected. That's just me though. But some people say that it's they lose feel in the steering wheel. Maybe that's just an excuse. I don't know.
Oh, 141 making his way through over here by Brandon Hood and AJ Dancer.
So it looks like the majority of the vehicles are coming down the front straightaway now. Everyone else seems kind of spread out.
Travis Norman with right rear damage about to pull back on the track.
That's an IMCA stock car. Mr. Travis Norman.
Just saw 2 more clipboards go up. There's a 3rd. Oh, mini stock goes off the backstretch over there into the pit area. Made a hard right. Honish got it going again.
He took a nice little break. Looks like the 56 is back out on the track.
One enduro race, you can do as much. You can do 10 races in one, basically.
200 laps. I tell you, it's. You think about 20 laps in. Like, man, I think I'm at like 75. No, you're at 20. That's a whole lot of laps.
That's how my first one felt.
Especially if the power steering, like you said.
Well, the second one I had power steering, and then the one here last year, the gearbox got a hole in it and leaked all the fluid out.
Oh, man.
And then the shifter wouldn't stay in place, so the transmission kept jumping out of gear.
You didn't have a bungee cord to help you out?
Wasn't helping.
Oh. The cream is definitely rising to the top.
Contact with Ronnie Bell in the 84 there on the front stretch.
A lot of these cars, there's no smoking, there's no debris falling off. These cars that are out here are definitely...
Beckman about to pull back on the track again.
They've definitely done this a time or two.
But look like they're trying to go 3 wide over here off 4.
Here comes a 50W. It looks like the track's holding up pretty well.
I don't see very many ruts in it or anything, that's a real good thing for the cars. Although it's getting pretty black, that's bad for the tires.
Yeah. Looks like Josh McGay's come back out on the track. Josh Dry Slick. Oh, 27's around.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that was almost bad for Terry Busby. It's slick out there.
It's only going to get slicker.
Oh, Ronnie Bell around. Half spin. Frank Lackey back out on the track. Driver that 41.
Two, 3 wide down the front stretch. Tom Lorenz still kind of babying that car around the track on the bottom, just not getting off the tires.
Shortest way around.
Willis looks like he may have a prize. He's got another flat possibly.
Tire rub maybe?
He's trying to get off the track, but he keeps getting guys on his outside. There he goes.
Looks like we got a plume of smoke out of Josh McGay's car, that 911. Lime green. Look at street stock. Good racing going down into 1. Ronnie Bell.
So with that white 113 on the backstretch, had a pretty clean race also. Haven't really seen much of him throughout the whole race.
It's a good clean car too.
I haven't seen him pull back on the track or go off.
Looks like got problems with Tom Lorenz.
Lorenz with some kind of problem over on the backstretch. He's going to take it to the pit area.
Looks like he sees a little bit of smoke coming out the rear.
I'm guessing he was a top 5 car because he'd been kind of working his way all through the field the whole time.
He did really well at the Lone Star 600 last year at Devil's Bowl. He arrived late, unloaded the car, and was a top 5 car pretty much the whole night.
Looked like the 3 possibly jumped the berm again over there, but he got it back on.
His right rear quarter panel's demolished.
It's hanging on for dear life.
It's saying hello. The 01. Is that Terry Devil's Bowl? Or I'm sorry, Cotton Bowl Terry? 01?
No, that's Tommy Grawl.
Okay.
He did run street stocks down at Cotton Bowl.
Okay. Got some smoke coming out of his car. That's why I
He had a real good run going in the Star Spangled 200 last year and had a real late issue with rear shocks.
Ah, 3 wide down the front straightaway. Corey Neal.
Jamie Songer over in that mix as well.
Jamie Songer.
Busby might be having an issue as well. He's kind of slowed, slowed his pace down. He's got possibly a right rear maybe down.
Yep, it's down. He's skating.
He's got his hand up, signaling. Yep, that right rear's flat.
I'm telling you, that track out there is slick. It's just murdering right rears.
Busby's trying to. Oh, Lackey just exploded over here in turn 3.
Smoke screen.
In the 56.
Oh, he's turning
all the way down the track.
Oh, my.
Everyone makes it through.
Even Joe on the 4-wheeler.
I think the only thing that got hit was the big tire.
Oh, yeah. So Frank Lackey, whew, he's up
that motor expired.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Look like we got about 25-inch cars on the track. As I say that, the 16F goes off the track.
Oh, 27's facing the wrong direction in 3.
Let's see if he can get himself turned around. He's got a nice little window. He can spin around real quick. Woo! There we go.
Got about 26 cars on the track right now.
Woo! I got that Eric Jones ESP. I can predict things apparently.
No, it's just concentrating on one spot of the track, really. 27 off the track, back into the pits.
So how many is it when you're in the money? 20?
Top 20.
All right. So, heck, you could just be putting around just as long as you're there in the top 20. You'll get your...
Busby coming back out, getting the right rear changed.
We're at about 3/4 of the way through.
150.
150.
About the only guys I haven't really seen pull off the track are the 007, the 149, the yellow 113, the white 113.
AJ Dancer hasn't pulled off. I know Brandon Hood hasn't pulled off.
I don't think Oliver has either. AJ Dancer's been in a wreck, but he didn't pull off when he was in the wreck.
Right. It is thinning out there on the track. But it's also getting slicker and slicker. Right rear tires.
Well, the track, if they start laying more rubber down on it, the track's actually going to get faster if you're running in the rubber.
See?
But you're going to burn the tire up doing it, is the only downfall to a rubber down track.
Andy Beckman, that's 62. Coming off of 4 next to AJ Dancer, probably 2 of the ugliest cars on the track.
Oh, Busby's sideways over in 1 and 2.
I say they're ugly, but they are damn consistent.
Another long green flag run.
How much does driver fatigue play?
You're not thinking about it.
Nah, you got
Or at
that
least-
adrenaline.
Or at least I'm not. You're just worried about what's going on around you.
Yeah. Got
So-
that forearm pump.
You just want to make sure you keep hitting the spot on the track that you're hitting.
Yeah.
And just really you want to look a straightaway ahead if you can to see what you'd rather see what's way in front of you than right in front of you.
Are you looking at any gauges at this point?
You're looking at your water temperature for sure.
What about, the oil temp? You got that dummy light.
Nah, not really. A lot of guys will hook what they call dummy lights up, so if the light pops on,
Right.
you're running low or you're running hot or something like that.
27 coming back out onto the track.
And some guys have come up with some pretty creative ways to try to cool the car while they're on the track.
Can you explain a little bit of that?
I've seen some guys run PVC pipe from the driver all the way to right in front of the radiator. They pour water down it, and as they're
Wow.
driving, it's putting water through the radiator to help cool it.
That's hilarious. That's some ingenuity.
Some of it's some pretty redneck engineering, but I mean, it works.
It
I mean,
does
that's all
work.
that matters.
Well, I know for a fact that 149, he's got 2 radiators in that car. He's got the one in front of the motor, and then he's also halfway, about right next to him, to his right, driver's side or passenger side. There's another radiator, so he's got his
Twice
water.
the cooling capacity.
Exactly, and that's why that car is the way it is right now. It is consistent, not a scratch on it.
Brandon Hood knocking the berm down over here in 1 and 2.
Oh, Brandon Hood.
Now he's knocking the berm down in the other turn.
You think his right rear is getting blistered? Jeremy Oliver getting a little wiggly coming off of 2. Got a lot of cars going through 1 and 2 right now. We got 2, 3, 4 car abreast.
There's some guys look like they're starting to pick up the pace some, knowing that we're getting
close.
We're getting pretty close to the closing stages of this thing.
Trying to get all they can.
I can tell you that 73 and 149 have really kind of picked up their pace now.
Yeah, they're following each other. I think they think that they're 1 and 2 right now.
Beckman's really picked up the pace, but he's been off the track multiple times.
73. Those are the 3 fastest cars. 73. 113. He's off the track.
He was running, we think, in the top 5.
Definitely top 5. Oh, that's got to be brutal.
The race can change on a dime.
Oh, and it's the other 113. I'm not sure. There's 2 113s.
Yeah.
We got the one with the spoiler.
And you got the other one over here on 2.
Yeah. Looks like he's back underway.
Thought he was going to roll it over there in 2 for a second.
Looking like Chad Melton last year. He almost flipped it off of 2. He come back, and I think he won it.
Ronnie Bells just went through the infield over here in 3 and 4, got sideways.
Ronnie Bell. anxiously awaiting the scorer to hop up and start screaming. Wonder who it'll be. Hooping and hollering, knowing that they possibly have won.
Tell you what, these 4 cars, the 113, 73, 149, and 9, they're getting with it over there.
They are after it. They are definitely on the gas. I think they know that, A, we're reaching the end, and B, there's not really a lot of cars left on the track, so they can pick the speed up.
You can start carrying a lot more speed now, just because there's not a lot of congestion on the track.
Exactly.
Oh, Neil. Travis Norman getting together over here in 3 and 4. They both keep it straight and keep it going, though.
Yep. Look like Travis Norman took the worst of that. He's off the pace a little bit.
I'll tell you what, this thing's a lot easier to announce when you got 2 people.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm telling you, on a normal race night, it's okay. You know, I can deal. But it is kind of nice to have a little bit of break sometimes. I know my throat appreciates it.
Cough drops.
Cough drops, yes.
I left mine at home.
I'm a little verklempt up here. Got a good battle going down the front straightaway. Busby, Corey Neal, AJ Dancer.
Smoke coming out from Magaha's hood. Kind of hard to see, but coming down the front stretch, you can see it kind of pouring out where the air cleaner's at.
It's either the motor or the rear end.
Probably a leaking valve cover.
Yeah. Getting close.
Got about 25 to go.
25 to go for whoever's leading. I have no idea. Not even gonna lie. As I said, we have our hunch, but until that checkered flag waves, we have no idea.
Oh, the 01 and 75 together on the front stretch. Three wide over here in turn 2. Oh, the 9 spins out.
Oh.
It kind of got in there a little hot and just kind of missed the turn, it looked like. He keeps it going. He gets it straight and gets back going, though. Lost a lot of ground, though. Oh, 27 back across the track. Just barely missed by Corey Neal and AJ Dancer.
Man. He's like, you know what? I have enough. I had enough. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Getting close, ladies and gentlemen. Getting close. Everybody getting a little bit squirrely out there. Trying to keep their cars straight. Explain what it feels like to race on a track like that.
Well, if you're kind of on the top where some of these guys are at, where it looks like there may be rubber, you're almost driving it like a heavy track. They all won with a big problem over here. He's missing half that body's falling off, it looks like. He's got a right rear flat as well.
Good Lord, that 01, his roof is split in half.
It's like the right rear just exploded on that car. But if you're kind of running around the bottom, you're kind of tiptoeing it around.
Yeah.
But 27 around, and he gets hit by the 56 over here, top of 1 and 2.
So are you trying to drive on some ice? You feel like you're driving on an ice rink?
Not really. If you have a lot of rubber built up, you actually feels like you're driving on a heavy, actually a hammer down track. The only problem is you really heat the tires up on the rear a lot, and that can really cause the handling to go away really quick, and you can burn the tires up and glaze them over, and I mean it ruins tires in a hurry.
So you basically want a really hard tire.
Yeah, you want the hardest thing you can find on the right rear for one of these races.
Definitely. Yes, sir.
Kind of let the tire sit out in the weather all winter and then throw it on there.
I'll be honest, I think I forgot to put some of my old tires from about a decade ago, and they've just been sitting in the weather. Now they don't have any air in them, but still.
Now, for the Southern Challenge at Abilene, it always rubbered up, and I always set a tire out in the middle of the season just so I can mount it for the right rear for the main event.
Right. Speaking of the Southern Challenge, actually it's an icebreaker. Icebreaker.
Yeah. Well, the Southern Challenge is really bad about rubbering up too, or at least it used to be. But since they went to a 2-day show, it really no longer does.
Not as bad. You got that red clay out there in Abilene. It gets everywhere. Bissonnette's
still running around the bottom in that
Harnish.
That Heather Combs with the mustache car.
Brandon Hood.
Kind of different to see.
Look like V for Vendetta. Good racing. Good racing. Bissonnette, Harnish, and the 73. 73, one of those Kansas guys. Trying to get his name because I'm not good with that.
I believe it's
Tim
Stewart.
Van Gotten? Is it Tim Van Gotten?
Yeah, that's what it is. I was thinking of the 74.
Teammates, team cars.
Oh, one's going to come back out on the track as he drags the fence with his quarter panel. Just giving you a little hello wave.
Right.
Say, well, you open that door, it's loud out there.
It is loud, I tell you. Imagine, July.
I've been away for a year.
July, when it's hot, you want to have the windows open so you get some air in here, and it's loud. Oh, nine off the track.
Backstretch.
Spins her around.
Oh, that's not good.
Facing the wrong way.
That could have been ugly.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, woo.
I may have tried to turn the other way.
That was scary. That was pretty scary.
22 off on the backstretch going into the pit road.
We're getting close, ladies and gentlemen. Standing up. Waiting to see the score jump up. Who will it be? Looking like the 73. Is it the 73? 73 waving. Just talking about him. Tim Van Gotten.
Thanks, Brad.
So we possibly have a winner. We're going to be reviewing the tape.